What's good, my powerful people? Back at y'all with another video. And today I'm going to talk about 3 ways to ensure that you remain spiritually balanced. So the first way is just expressing gratitude. Throughout your entire journey, you need to make sure that you're grateful for where you're at. Whether you are okay with this place that you're at in your life or not, you need to be grateful that you're there. Because you got to understand, I know you've been through some stuff. So you've came a long way. I don't have to know your story to know that you came a long way. But you need to be grateful for where you're at. Don't try and rush anything. Always understand that you are divinely connected to the universe. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So be grateful for that. Be grateful for where you at. Don't be like stressing and worrying and trying to compare yourself to other people, comparing your journey to the next person's journey, and wondering the question and doubting yourself because you may not be where they're at. Bro, they're in their own lane. They're in their own total reality. You are where you're supposed to be. Focus on you. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Just express gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, say things that you're grateful for. Write down things that you're grateful for. Always be willing to express gratitude for where you're at, for what you have, and for what's to come. Just always be willing to express gratitude. You have to be grateful for where you're at. You got to be grateful for this experience. You got to be grateful for your life. You got to be grateful for your mind. You got to be grateful for your heart. You got to be grateful for the person that you are. You got to be grateful for your experiences. You got to be grateful for what's to come. You just have to express gratitude. When you express gratitude, that shows that you are willing to accept things into your life. Because when you express gratitude, that naturally attracts abundance. When you're grateful for what you have, that means that you're content. Not in a codependent type of way, but that means that you're able to receive. That shows that you don't have anything, that you don't lack anything. When you're grateful, that's a positive frequency. Expressing gratitude, positive frequency, positive vibration, which in turn will attract abundance, will bring more things to you in a positive way. That'll just make your life 10 times better. So when you wake up in the morning, bro, I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful to see another day. I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful for my progress. I'm grateful for the positive changes that I've made in my life. Whatever the case may be, just express gratitude on a day-to-day basis. So always be a grateful person, because it's going to enhance your life. It's going to change your life. You're going to naturally become more positive. You're going to have a positive outlook on things. You're going to have a positive outlook on what comes into your life. You're going to have a positive outlook on the people that are in your life, on the things that you surround yourself with, on where your energy goes. It's just going to be a natural positive outlook as long as you start expressing gratitude. So incorporate this into your daily routine. Just wake up, say some things that you're grateful for. It's simple. It's as simple as that. Don't make it any harder than what it needs to be. Say it, write it down, whatever works for you. Just make sure you express gratitude. Now the next way to ensure that you remain spiritually balanced is calling your energy back to you at the end of each day. So you could be the busiest person on the planet, or you could just have a simple day. At the end of each day, you have to call your energy back to you, because you've been doing things, so your energy has been all over the place. With whatever you've been doing, your energy has been used in that specific area. So at the end of each day, call your energy back to you. Don't leave your energy anywhere. Call it back to you. Say, I call my energy back to me and I cleanse it. Or anything of that nature, anything that coincides with it. Just make sure you call your energy back to you, because you've been around a lot of people. You've been doing a lot of things throughout your day-to-day basis. You may have been stressed. So just make sure you come with yourself and you call your energy back to you. Just make sure you naturally balance. Make sure everything's good. Reflect on your day. Reflect on your day. See what you did. See how you felt. See what made you feel this way, what made you feel that way. See where you used your energy. See what you could have done differently throughout your day. Reflect on your day, call your energy back to you. It could be in any way possible. Just make sure that you call it back to you. Just say, I call my energy back to me and I cleanse it. I release it from the areas in which it was used throughout this entire day, and I call it back to me peacefully. I call it back to me positively, without any negative changes. I cleanse my energy naturally. Things like that. So you just want to always call your energy back to you. Never just leave your energy in a certain area. Never just express your energy in areas that it doesn't need to be. And if you just so happen to do so, call it back to you. Because when you call it back to you, it makes self-reflection just that much more easier. Because when you reflect on your day, okay, I did this, I did this, I did that. So that way, okay, I use my energy in this way, I use my energy in this way, and I use my energy in this way. So when you calling it back and you reflecting, okay, I did this, and I did this. And that just shows you what you've done throughout your day. And it helps you enhance the way that you operate throughout your day. So it's like, okay, I could have done this differently. I could have handled this differently. But now that I'm calling my energy back to me, I understand the day is over. My energy has been used where it needed to be used throughout this entire day. But now it's time for me to bring it back to myself. Now it's time for me to bring it back to my auric field. Now it's time for me to just reflect, relax, and cleanse. Simple. You don't have to make it anything complex. Just make sure you always bring your energy back. Because you may be getting into, you could do anything, bro. You could get into a confrontation with someone. You could be working out. It doesn't even matter. Just always call your energy back to you. Always get in a peaceful state when you're by yourself, you're alone, and you just sit with yourself while you're thinking and reflecting on what took place throughout your day, and you call that energy back to you. When you call that energy back to you, say that it comes back to you in a natural, neutral state. Nothing too high, nothing too low, but it's just neutral. Therefore, it doesn't alter you in any way. It doesn't alter you in any type of negative way that can't bring any type of negativity into your auric field. You just calling it back to you, and it just is what it is, bro. So just call your energy back to you at the end of each day. Now, the last way to ensure that you remain spiritually balanced is to be conscious of your thoughts and actions at all times. In everything you do, you must be aware. You have to be aware of what you're doing. Do not live life on autopilot. You always have to be aware of what you're doing. You always have to be aware of your thoughts. Never just let your thoughts run wild to the point where you have no control over them. Never act mindlessly, because understand, everything that you do is going to come back to you. Every action has a reaction, bro. So whatever you do is going to come back to you one way or another. So you have to be conscious of everything that you're doing in your life. You have to be conscious of what you're thinking, because your thoughts create your reality. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to have a negative reality. If you're doing negative things, you're still going to have a negative reality. But if it's positive, then you're going to see positive results. So you want to always be aware of what you're thinking. Just because you don't say it out loud does not mean that it is not going to affect you. Your thoughts will really affect you. You have to understand how powerful your thoughts are. So if you're not conscious of your thoughts, you're not conscious of your actions, you're just living life on autopilot, just doing whatever you want to do, you're going to see chaos in your life, bro. And you don't want to see chaos. So it's like, become more aware of what you're doing. Be in the present moment. Being in the present moment is the easiest way to make sure that you're aware of what you're doing. Because you're not worried about the past and you're not thinking about the future. If you right in the present moment, then that's natural for you to be able to be aware of what you're doing. Because your mind is focused on exactly what you're doing. When you're doing a certain task or you're handling something specific in your day-to-day life, don't have your mind wandering off on something else that's not what you're doing. Have your mind focused on exactly what you're doing. If you're working out, I'll always use working out as an example because that's just natural for me. So if you're working out, have your mind focused on the workout that you're doing, on the muscle contraction. Don't be thinking about what you're finna eat, what you did yesterday. Bro, focus on your mind-muscle connection. That builds strength. That keeps you in the moment. That keeps you more in tune with what you're doing. Therefore, you're able to exert more energy in a beneficial way. So it's like, always be conscious of what you're thinking about. Always be conscious of what you're doing. Never just act and you ain't thought about it. Never just do something you ain't thought about it. That'll never bring you good results. Always follow your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will never lead you astray. Listen to your intuition. Always be conscious of what you're doing. Always be conscious of your thoughts. Always be conscious of your actions. Because everything you do will come back to you one way or another. It will remanifest in your life. And it could be in a positive way or it could be in a negative way. But just because you think it's something small, it could remanifest in a super powerful way, bro. So do not play around with what you're thinking about. Do not play around with what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Because everything will come back to you one way or another. So you want to always be in control. Everything is about control. Not to the point where you have to just force things, but to the point where you can naturally flow. You can be in a natural flow state without being on autopilot. You can be in a flow state without doing things mindlessly, without doing things and you don't have no accountability for them. But you do want to be in a flow state. You want to be conscious of what you're doing. You want to be conscious of what you're saying. You want to be conscious of what you're thinking. You want to always call your energy back to you, because you never know where your energy was used. You always want to be in the present moment. You always want to reflect on your life to see where you can learn, to learn new things about yourself. Because the more you reflect on your life, the more you're going to be able to learn about yourself. Simple, this stuff is key. So it's like, these are key ways to ensure that you're spiritually balanced, to ensure that you never steep too high, but you never drop too low. So incorporate these things into your day-to-day life. Incorporate gratitude. Wake up, say what you're grateful for, bro. It's simple. Incorporate these 3 things into your life. These are 3 of many. These are just, you know what I'm saying, quick ways to just keep you spiritually balanced, to just think about these things. Are you doing these things in your life? If you're not doing them, go ahead and start doing them. If you could think of some more, comment them down below. Start enhancing your life. Start adding them to your life. These are just simple ways to ensure that you're spiritually balanced, because you always want to have a balance in everything that you're doing. If you're conscious of your thoughts and your actions, you're going to always have a balance. If you're grateful for where you're at, and you're not comparing your life to other people, that's a natural balance. If you're calling your energy back to you, your energy will always be balanced. It won't be over here, it won't be over there, but it'll be right where it needs to be within your auric field. So it's like, incorporate these things. Make sure you're always balanced, bro. Make sure you're always balanced. Make sure you're always in control. This is your reality. This is your world. Make sure you are in control of it. Don't let others manipulate your energy. Don't let your mind manipulate your energy. Do not let this matrix manipulate your energy. You are in control. So you need to remain in control. You need to hold on to that control. You need to build off of that control. Don't use this type of control in a negative way, but use this control to enhance your life on all aspects. Use this control to make sure that you're always spiritually balanced. By doing these 3 things, you will always be spiritually balanced, bro, because this is keeping your energy in check. This keeps your thoughts and your actions in check. You always aware of what's going on within you and outside of you. So incorporate these things into your daily life. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.